Hi nerds, so I've been making something for the past month. Something that could shake the very earth we live on. For the past month, I have been making a top-down roguelite named Rupture. So let me quickly explain what Rupture is. Rupture is a top-down roguelite, dungeon crawler style game, where you venture through levels, collecting items, killing enemies, unlocking new characters, and even challenging yourself with higher difficulties. Currently in the beta I'm releasing, there are 7 characters, 23 unique items, 4 difficulties, and an alright amount of content overall. You may have noticed I said beta. Yes, you see this is not the finished product, for I have many plans for what I will do with the game. Right now, I am releasing a public demo for the game so people will be able to get a feel for it and so I can get feedback on it. But let's back up a bit. I had just barely finished my last game, and I kinda wished to make something that would be a bit more exciting, a bit more intense, you know, not an idle game. So I started by creating a basic player movement system, shooting system, and enemy system. Sadly, I have very few clips of the game during development, as I was quite focused on making the game, rather than getting clips. But here is one of the few that exist. Hey nerds, so this is like a couple days in development. Currently, we have my little square dude right here. That's just like the main character, I guess, your player character. You got this ability to shoot, probably not this far to start, but that's just what I've got it as. You got this white circle here that kind of follows you around, but stays a bit too far away and kind of doesn't do anything, and you can just kind of go up next to him and he doesn't really care. And also, you can just kind of shove him around. I haven't really done a whole lot with him yet. I'm planning on doing more, I just haven't gotten to it yet. So, we'll think about it. I've also got, like, some basic level outline here, so you can see that, like, the level, there's literally just these outer walls, and we also have down here, like, your HP and max HP, although probably gonna make that look nicer, because it looks kinda garbage. That was taken about a month ago, and here's the next most recent clip. I have been making this freaking item display system for like 4 hours now. I'm so tired. So as you can see, I have well documented the journey. In all seriousness though, I did spend a month making this beta test of the game. You see, when I last uploaded, I had just finished the Idle Locksmith game, and I thought, why not make a roguelite? I mean, it won't be that hard, right? It was that hard. Even though I was coding almost every single day, I have yet to complete this game. Many things I had to learn from the ground up, from AI navigation, to sound effects, to a complete item display system I had to make from the ground up. This game truly took a lot of effort. However, you know this is not the end of the project. You see, this is only my progress after 1 month of work. I will be continuing to work on this game for a while after I release this video. Alongside this video, I will be releasing the download for the beta publicly so anyone can download it and try it out. My ideas for the game grow as time goes on, and this beta should help people get a grasp of the kind of game I will be creating, even though this beta lacks a lot of things I wish to have in the final version of the game. My future plans are to add different kinds of guns instead of just every character shooting the same. I want to add more uses for rift shards, because currently they can only buy new characters, and I want to create bosses for you to duke it out with. I even want to include some hidden content for people who are dedicated. I have no idea if I will even be able to deliver on all those ideas, but that's exactly what they are, concepts. With my school starting back up, I don't know if this project will span across only one more video, or many more. I guess only time will tell. I plan to stick with my 1 month video on YouTube. However, I will be posting updates very often in my Discord server. The link to join is in the description if you are interested. Anyway, let's get on to a demonstration of what the game looks like so far. So when you first open the game, you'll be greeted by this home screen here. This is just like the main menu. I'm just going to take you through the couple of things that are here so far. So we got the settings menu, of course this is just for settings. We got the master volume, music volume, SFX volume, and the ability to turn on and off damage indicators. I'll explain that in a bit. There isn't any music, so currently this slider actually doesn't do anything. Just looks cool, I guess. And then in the hero thing here, you can basically just choose characters. It's actually pretty cool. There's 7 that you can choose from so far. Each one has different strengths and weaknesses. Some of my favorites are Bobby here with no strength and only weaknesses, and that's really fun to play as him. This is the public build of the game, so I don't have the ability to give myself infinite shards so I can show you what that looks like, but trust me, it does work. Anyway, so there's this button here that says normal. This actually lets you change the difficulty of the game from easy, normal, hard to nightmare. And they actually all make the game slightly harder. My favorite to play on is nightmare, however it's quite hard. Of course the quit button will just close the game, but you can also start the game and it brings you here. As you'll notice, there's actually some audio in here. One thing I haven't done is added audio to the home, like, main screen. That is my bad, but that will be in the full version of the game. Do not worry. So right here you got some items, and it's like, well, where did it go? It went in here. It tells you to check the items in the pause menu by pressing escape. This brings you to this pause menu where you can check the items. So the trusty shield, 5% plus 5% chance to reduce damage dealt to you by 50%, cap at 100%. It's a pretty good item, I'd say. I mean, it's not the best, but I mean, like, it's a common item, so what do you expect? Going into these next rooms, each room is randomly picked from a massive list of them, and when I say massive, I mean currently 23 rooms. But I mean, those enemies will spawn. They're not the hardest, especially since I'm on normal difficulty right now. But you can just kind of go through and kill them and beat their butt cheeks a little bit. And after you've killed enough, you'll be greeted with one of these item rooms. These have a chance of spawning any number of items, and as you can see right here, I got this one. This one is the target. Increase attack speed by 10% plus 10% per stack. It's a pretty solid item, I'd say. It's not very noticeable since it's only 10%, but if you had a lot of them, then it is very powerful. As you progress, you'll start to find harder enemies, like these blue ones, which shoot a shotgun effect of bullets with 3 instead of only 1. And then as time goes on, you'll find harder and harder enemies with more health, but more damage, and harder bullets to dodge. And that's where the game's at so far. I mean, currently it's just this. I would like to add a lot more, but I'm not there yet. And if you've noticed those numbers that appear above enemies whenever I hit them or when they hit me, that's the damage indicator. You can of course go to the settings and disable that if you don't want that. But oh yeah, and then I just died. You can of course always disable it if you want, but I died here, so this is the death menu, shows you what items you got, gives you your stats here, like your floors cleared, like how many rooms you cleared, how many kills you got, how many items you got, and you can go to the back to the main menu. And of course over here, this shows you all of your stats. So in the beta, I've played 5 games. I've definitely played a lot more than 5 games, I can assure you. However, just here, you can see, this just kind of keeps track of your stats, because I was like, it would be cool to keep track of these, so you can see, like, your total items collected, your highest items collected, total kill, total deaths, stuff like that. Basically, I haven't gotten the most done, but I'm pretty excited for where this can go, and don't you worry, because, oh boy, this can go far. My friends, that is a look into the game, but nowhere near the whole story. The story behind this game is tragic, heartwarming, breathtaking, powerful, emotional, and life-changing. And that is why I will not be telling you that story. Instead, here's a word from our sponsor. I'm kidding, I'm not popular enough to get sponsored. But hey, Unity, I'm always open for a sponsorship, you know, just in case. Anyway, that brings me to the end of the video. The link to download the beta of the game and my Discord are, of course, in the description. Subscribe if you're a nerd and like smelling toes. Yeah. So, see ya later, child dater.